Those Lost 45s just keep on going, keep on rolling on WSGN's playlist the week of February the 20th, 1964. This is one rich playlist. This is a mother load of Lost 45s. Come On by Tommy Roe. Barely made top 40, but up to number 14 on WSGN's playlist. It's Birmingham and the Good Guys at 610 embraced the record. Tommy Roe was pretty hot anyway back in the early 60s. He formed a band. It was called the Satins. Well, he was attending Brown High School, and I believe this was in hot Atlanta, or Atlanta, Georgia. That was where he was from. Then he recorded with the Judd label. And then he got on a big time, signed with ABC Paramount Records, was working with General Electric at the time. I think he was soldering wire when Sheila took off and became a big hit. Well, he didn't need that day job anymore. Sheila, Buddy Holly all over this record, down to the hiccups and the strident drum beat. Everybody was the second big hit, went to number 3, I do believe. This was in 1963. That song was recorded at Rick Hall's Fame Studios in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Recorded here in the South, of course. Now, there's been some speculation that the song I'll play for you, Come On, was also recorded at Muscle Shoals. Muscle Shoals was basically an R&B studio. That Fame Studio, Wilson Pickett, I think Otis Redding recorded there, Aretha Franklin. But it turns out that Tommy Roe also wrote some songs for the Tams. And the Tams, they were also from Georgia, from here in the South. Be Young, Be Foolish, remember that? Oh boy, that was huge here in the South. Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Montgomery, the Tams. They played here in Tuscaloosa, but I'm getting off the tangent. Come On by Tommy Roe. Number 14 on WSGN's playlist. Initially, Tommy Roe was kind of shunted aside. Not smothered, but shunted aside by the British invasion. He actually moved to England back in the mid-60s, but he came back in 1969. About 1966, Tommy Roe changed his direction. He went more of a sort of a squeaky clean bubblegum tangent, and that was his pot of gold. Boy, his songs were burning up the charts. Well, there was Sweet Pea, and then there was the lovely Hooray for Hazel. Does anybody out there remember Hooray for Hazel? One of the best songs, Hooray for Hazel. One of the Hazel. One of the best songs he ever did. 1966. Then he did Dizzy. That was another big one for him. Heather Honey, and then of course the somewhat steamy Jam Up and Jelly Tide. Mama, you're out of sight. Oh, Tommy Roe getting down back in the day. Number 14 on WSGN's playlist. Although this was a minor hit on the pop charts, the good guys at WSGN and the Birmingham market embraced Tommy Roe's song. This is Come On.